this NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. From Amway Center in downtown Orlando, tonight the Orlando Magic taking on the Brooklyn Nets. Won by Brooklyn. Jay, 28 wins a year ago for the Nets, but a couple of individuals, they shined in their playing time.
8 wins better than the year before. And think about Jared Allen for this team. He is a new age 5, has the versatility and the speed to run the court. And then you think about a guy like Spencer Dinwiddie, who actually got drafted in the 2nd round and actually gambled on himself, had a horrific knee injury. To see the kind of minutes due to the injuries that he played and the level that he played at, Ed, this team is on their way.
Baseline drive, but he can't finish. Kyrie across the timeline. 2-point advantage. That pass stolen by Orlando. Gordon. Here comes the screen. Isaac to Gordon. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn. Into the front court, it's Irving. Leads a bucket. Durant. It's a big finish.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Magic have it. From the outside, no good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Durant to Irving. To Durant. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. KD for 2. Fournier the rebound. Augustine with it up top. They trail by 2. Has a chance. Won't go.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Irving to Dinwiddie. Has a look. Shot no good there by Dinwiddie.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter. The next time, he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Nikola Vucevic. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
The ball in the hands of Kyrie Irving. To Durant. Probing the defense. Kyrie. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Jonathan Isaac matched up with Durant. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Vucevic. His first effort off the mark. Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kyrie Irving took the defense for a ride. Tough three-pointer. Simply put, when the ball's in Kyrie Irving's hands, magic could happen.
It's poetry in motion. And it's a situation in which the ball is attached to his body. He has it on a yo-yo. He can put the ball and dangle the ball out there for other people to think they have a chance. And in their mind, they do. But in Kyrie's mind, the game is over.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Markelle Fultz to Aaron Gordon. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Fournier to Fultz. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Gets a look. Can't hit. Irving with the basketball. Up by 3. Down low to Jordan. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Markelle Fultz missed his first. That one goes.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Irving. Curling inside. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
It's Orlando's ball. Fultz. To Gordon. Vucevic. To Fournier. Here comes the screen. Trying to cash in. The screen sets him up for 2.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Irving into the front court. Leads 3. Kyrie Irving, 2 for 3 now here in the first.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Screen coming. Gordon, short jumper, won't go down. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. That ends the first quarter with the Nets in front. Second quarter set to start. This is what we like. This game is certainly in the balance.
I really like what I'm seeing. Both teams look engaged. There's some trash talking going on the court. I think this has a making to be a big-time game.
To Fultz. Has a chance. Fultz with a shot off the mark. And the finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
To Fultz. Here comes the screen. Markelle Fultz. Five on the shot clock. Has a look. And it's Jordan there for the rebound. Dinwiddie with the basketball. Lead stands at 7. Here comes the screen. To Dinwiddie. Now to Jordan, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. Markelle Fultz. 2 of 4 now.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. The Magic with 4 to shoot to Fultz. Has a chance. Shot by Fultz, no good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Goes to the left side. To Dinwiddie. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the trifecta.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Coach of the Magic will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
They'll get it to Durant. Using the post to his advantage there and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Magic own the possession. Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Jared Allen with a piece.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Durant. Oh, big finish at the rim.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Terrence Ross matched up with Durant. To Mo Bamba. Jared Allen tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Durant across the timeline. His guys leading by 14. The drive right to the basket. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a three-point play. Career 88% from the line. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Orlando ball. Here comes the screen. To Vucevic. To Mo Bamba. Working hard on the glass. Kevin Durant sends it away.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
To Durant. Short shot. Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
Now a whistle, and Orlando is going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot for Orlando. And 2 points to the board.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Nets have the basketball. To Irving. Kevin Durant. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field. Kevin Durant, dynamic once again.
And giving it to you any way you want it. On the block, from the perimeter, mouse in the house, whatever the scenario is, Kevin Durant has an answer.
Bamba powers it through. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to pull off with the defender all over you. Goes reverse to lay it in. Deep three at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. Have a look at the leading scores for the Brooklyn Nets. The Magic have got themselves in a bad situation that seems likely to only get worse. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Field goals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
DeAndre Jordan looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Augustine with the basketball. Down a bundle to Aaron Gordon. To Fournier. For three. Oh, Evan Fournier. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now. KD with the rock to Dinwiddie. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block. Irving to Durant. Irving. And the reward, he's going to the line.
There's a very fine line between maximum effort and carelessness. I'm willing to live with a few mistakes and maximal effort than having to constantly remind my players to close out.
And he connects on the first free throw. Second and 3 is good. Off the mark. 2 for 3 on this trip. To Fournier. Has a look. Gordon's shot misses. Irving brings the ball up court. To Durant. Kevin Durant. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
DeAndre Jordan pins it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To Durant. To Irving. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. Irving buries it.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is a brilliant offensive display. You have ball movement, player movement, and great shooting to top it off. You get those 3 things going, you're going to be a dynamic offensive unit.
Isaac. To Fournier. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Yes, Aaron Gordon not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Nikola Vucevic swats it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Screen coming. Can't connect from inside. Kyrie across the timeline. His guys hold a commanding lead. Couldn't keep it in. Out off Spencer Dinwiddie. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Number 2, Torian Prince. Subbing in for the Magic, number 7, Michael Carter-Williams.
Here's Orlando with the basketball. Fournier. Sizing up the defense. Trying to cash in. To Irving. From the painted area, won't go down. To Carter-Williams. It goes down.
And did you see the lift on the shot? Did you see the ball release off the hand? To be able to have the concentration to finish with such a feathery touch in the midst of contact, that's something special to watch.
Irving. Brooklyn with 4 to shoot. To Irving. Has a chance. And he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
And the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. but there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
Knocks down the first.
Substitutions, Orlando.
And gets both to drop at the line.
2 minutes left in the third.
Carter Williams with it up top. His guys down big. Here comes the screen. Michael Carter Williams against KD. To Fournier. Fine to shoot. Carter Williams to Fournier. From long range. Evan Fournier bothered just enough there.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Irving to Durant. Fires the three. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Orlando has it to Fournier.
I got him.
Surveys the floor. Fournier.
1 minute remaining in the third quarter.
Short jumper misses. Cruises inside for two.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Carter Williams with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, pass stolen by the Nets.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Irving. The Nets now with 4 to shoot. To Irving. Fires the three. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. 3 quarters down. It's been all net so far. Brooklyn basketball here as we start the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
Durant to Irving. Beyond the arc for 3. Message received. Well defended.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Right.
Carter Williams to Mo Bamba. Shot from the lane won't go. Into the front court, it's Irving. His guys holding the big lead. Durant, defended by Al-Farouq Aminu. And a putback slam.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in the defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
Carter Williams. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
I don't mind that effort at all. At least they're still out here competing on the defensive end.
Kyrie Irving has got 2 shots coming, shooting 80% in this contest. First free throw is good.
For the Orlando Magic, number 00, Aaron Gordon. Subbing in for
And he makes them both. Magic basketball. Here comes the screen. Runner's good there.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Here's Irving into the front court. He'll run the offense. Trying to cash in. Shot by Kyrie, no good. Short jumper, won't fall.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Hands up, hands up, hands up. Here coming left.
To Gordon. The Magic with 4 to shoot. Gordon's shot, no good. Brooklyn with the basketball. Irving. Not that time. To Aaron Gordon. Here comes the screen. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4 for 3. Now that's a contest.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Kyrie Irving. Now 4 for 9. Jay, you've known Kyrie Irving since he was a young man growing up in New Jersey. He's overcome a lot of obstacles, chief among them staying healthy and on the floor.
Yeah, Ed, he's been battling injuries since his freshman year of college, but the beautiful thing about Kyrie Irving is that he always loves the big stage. Making the game-winning shot in Game 7, he will continue to do so when he surrounds himself with great, inspiring leaders with the likes of such Kobe Bryant.
Changes coming from both sides right now. To Gordon. And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the entire ball game.
Kyrie Irving. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Aaron Gordon. to Vucevic. No, I missed a short one there. Kyrie Irving controlling the offense. To Dinwiddie. Irving. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. You might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock as your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
1 minute remaining in the fourth quarter.
A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Fournier. To Gordon. 5 to shoot for Orlando. Gordon. And a bad pass as it's taken away by the Nets.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Irving to Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. It's the Nets who are victorious as they win this one in blowout fashion. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The Magic are no longer suffering through what was a big-time blowout.
And every team in this league loses games. You just don't want to lose them like this. I can already see a players-only meeting in their future.
Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Orlando Magic.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
The Brooklyn Nets were definitely the better team with regard to long-range shooting, and it turned out to be quite the advantage. Their three-pointers were unstoppable.
Player of the game.
Kyrie Irving put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped, and when he realized he was in the zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show.
Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.